Hey everyone, it's Haley with US Cutter, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up a basic decal. So I know that we already got you set up on your cutter in our previous video on how to set up a vinyl cutter, getting ready for your first cut, which you can see if you click here. This time though, we're going to be taking you through how to set up a decal. Today we're going to be continuing using the prism cut because we do find that it is just a very easy cutter for someone to kind of walk into if they're new to vinyl cutting. Beyond that, we really like the UI and the simplicity of it, and it's also the video, like I said, that we used in our previous video, so we kind of wanted some continuity there. We're also going to be using the 651 vinyl. 651, just a very standard vinyl for basic decal work. Step one, when you're going to set up and do a decal though, you want to make sure your cutter's set up. We already got you through most of this, so today you can see we're still at our standard settings, but the first thing that we're going to want to do is just a small little test cut to make sure that these are the appropriate settings for this vinyl. It's always going to be a little bit different, but the prism cut, you're just going to hit test cut. Nice and simple. I'm just going to pull that out. And you can see there's a small little box here. So you're just going to make sure that that is a weedable cut for you. So you can see I got that up nice and smoothly. No problems at all. Again, using my trusty dental pick because I do like using those. So now that that's done, very, very easy. You're going to pull that back. However, you don't want to cut right here because you did just pull off some vinyl, so make sure you move that before you're ready to cut. You can get it pretty close, especially with a prism cut, with how accurate it is and where you know that it's going to be because of how you're setting your origin point. Once that's ready to go, you need to prepare your artwork. That's going to be done on the computer here though, so I'm going to be sending you to that now. So you're going to pull up your Vinyl Master Cut software or whatever level you have. You're going to go into File, Import, Attachments, and Advanced Images. This time we're going to be using a baseball logo. This is a PNG as you saw there, and we can't actually cut a PNG. So the first thing we're going to have to do is select that image, and we're going to have to go up to the built-in vectorizer that Vinyl Master Cut has in it. Vectorizer is going to make it so that our cutter can actually cut this image. So you can see we're just going to go into it. Very simple image. All we have to do here is press Trace. Once we're happy with it, we can just go through and accept that. So that is now vectorized. We actually have the ability to resize it at this point. It's going to make sure that you don't end up pixelating your image or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're getting a nice, clean image so you can go up, resize that down. We're going to do about a 5-inch width. Seems good. So now I want to go up and I want to send this to the cutter. So you can see, making sure that it's going to be sending to the P20. I actually don't have any cords attached from my computer here today to the P20 because it is a wireless cutter. So I just want to make sure that that's there. I can hit cut now. That's going to pull up my information. It's going to ask me if I want to proceed with cutting. Yes, I do. So now it's going to go through and it's going to send that to the cutter. And now we're going to start the cut, and you can see just how fast the P20 works and how quietly it cuts. So now that the design is finished cutting from the P20, you just want to take it. You're going to feed that out a little bit. You just want to get just enough so that you're not wasting too much vinyl. Today we're going to be slitting this off with the snitty cutter. You can also just use scissors if that's what you got. So you want to take that, position the snitty cutter right about here, should be fine. A little bit of force behind that to get that started, and then it just goes right through. Super simple, super easy. So that's done, and now we got to get into weeding. Weeding is the process of taking all the pieces that you don't want. So, for example, the bottom part of this image is all part of that white space. And we don't want that. So we have to go through and pull that out, and that's what weeding is. Of black. If you want to save this and you have a carrier sheet, you can still use that for a smaller project in the future, by the way. So this last little piece, you got your weeding box here. That's just for some simplicity around that initial piece that you're taking off. And the last little bit is just peeled up like that. Again, super easy. Baseball logo. Okay, so now you got your design cut. It's all weeded and everything. You're pretty much ready to go. The next step is actually going to be going in and getting out some transfer tape and a squeegee. So you're going to be taking this and you're going to pull off some of your transfer tape. So you just got to go in, find the seam of that transfer tape, pull it out. Make sure you have enough to cover your design. I definitely do here, but I'll just get a little bit more just to make sure that I'm good with where I'm at. Lay that out. I can just go ahead, and I should be able to cut right through that. Nice and easy. Roll that transfer tape back up, keep it nice and clean. Just want something to hold that out just a bit as I get this ready. So I'm going to start at the top here and then pull out that squeegee. So that give you a nice smooth grab of your design. So your goal when you're adding this transfer tape is you want to be able to pull the design from the backing. That way you can then apply to whatever you're applying to. But as you can see now I have my decal and it's ready to apply. You're going to be taking this over to what you want to apply to. In this case, this laptop is what we're applying it to. So you can see, make sure that you're aligned where you want it to go. So in this case, something about right here looks good to me. And again, you just want to plop that down, roll it out, and you should be good. And because this is a laptop, you're going to be a little gentle with how you squeegee, just to make sure that you don't put too much pressure, but just getting enough to get some adherence from your vinyl onto the surface, enough to pull it off of the transfer tape. So once you're ready, you should be able to take that. Again, you're going to want to do a similar strategy, about a 45-degree angle as you pull it. This is a very simple design, so you shouldn't have any issues with it. But as you get more intricate, you're going to be pretty careful, especially around little small edges. You can see now that, if it wants to open, the decal's applied. And now you've applied your first decal. You're ready to move on to whatever your next project or design is going to be. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for next time.